Montana's medical marijuana community tonight wondering how to move forward after a judge strikes down parts of a bill ending the state's cannabis industry. The ruling allows growers to keep growing, shops to keep selling, but many other parts of Senate Bill 423 still went into effect today. Reporter Dan Boyce spoke with the owner of a marijuana shop that's closed until the dust settles.
I'm standing outside Greener Pastures. It's a medical marijuana dispensary here in Bozeman. It's closed right now while the owners make sure they're in compliance with the new laws and regulations. Not the only one closed. There are stores that are closed down all over Bozeman. And the Bozeman Police Department says after the Reynolds ruling on Thursday night, they had several reports of marijuana being dumped in garbage cans. I spoke to one woman today, a caregiver, and she says if lawmakers hope to end the marijuana industry with the passage of Senate Bill 423, in many ways, she says, they were successful. On the third floor of Bozeman's Medical Arts Center, caregiver Misty Carey says she's taking things one day at a time.
Yeah, I've got people coming from Billings. We're all going to drive up to Helena.
But actually, you can't call her a caregiver anymore.
Go reapply for a provider's license.
While I had 200 patients as of yesterday, I have 2 as of today.
Those applying for the new provider cards must be Montana residents and must be named by a patient as their provider. They must agree to a criminal background check and they must submit fingerprints. Patients must also submit new applications to buy marijuana.
So these are all the empty jars. We emptied them last night.
Carey plans to join hundreds of volunteers gathering signatures for an SB 423 repeal petition, but part of her wonders if any of her efforts have any point. The Associated Press released a Department of Justice memo Thursday, just a short time after Reynolds' ruling. It says marijuana dispensaries and licensed growers could face prosecution for violating federal drug and money laundering laws. This seems to reverse a 2009 Obama administration position that put marijuana enforcement as a low priority.
When the DEA wants to make a statement, we're pretty easy pickings up here in Montana.
Carey stacks her empty jars back on the shelf. She hopes to fill them again with legal medical marijuana, but that's for another day. In Bozeman, I'm Dan Boyce for Montana's news station.